West Coast. What's up? It's your boy Carcito here. We always say
I
this.
support my brother, Solomon Hill, baby. He was just out there playing defense. It ain't his fault LeBron can't move his feet.
And now that brings us to this point right here. It must be said, though it hurts to say sometimes, but oh my goodness. If this isn't an annihilation of a human being, I've not seen nothing like this in a long time. That boy is in a jam. He fell out of the jelly into a jam. I kid you not, Drake is in trouble, dog. Drake is in big, big trouble. Now, Tupac estate was livid over the tailor-made freestyle that used Tupac's ID, like his digital imprint. Now, their estate had issued out a statement ordering him to take down the song and everything else. And you heard Drake allude to the fact that, hey, you told Tupac estate to do this, which wasn't true. Howard King, who's the litigator for the Tupac estate, actually is the person that came out and admitted that when it's like they didn't need Kendrick Lamar when they can see that the song is everywhere and it's got Tupac on it. And so why would they need Kendrick Lamar to take down that album, or take down the song, or have to leak and tell them about the record? That doesn't make any sense. So well, you could be a fan. Freaky ass nigga. Now, here's the thing that's even more crazy about this, right? Howard King told Drake they must confirm that they're going to take down the tailor-made freestyle in less than 24 hours, or the state is going to pursue all of its legal remedies against them. Now, not taking it down was only a part of what they had to do. They took the song down, but it already had 1 million streams before they took it down. So the Tupac estate wants to be financially compensated for whatever monies they've earned for that song. They're not playing any games. They were ticked off about this. Because one, the estate is like, we're deeply dismayed and disappointed by your unauthorized use of Tupac's voice and personality. Not only is it a record of a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal rights, it is also a blatant abuse of the legacy of one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. The estate would have never given the approval for this use. They were livid. See, they didn't tell y'all any of this stuff. It ain't about the money. It's not about the money. They were never gonna approve Drake to do this anyway. Is what you missing. They weren't gonna approve him to go after Pac like that. This dude went and bought Tupac's ring. He's trying to be Tupac so bad, he don't even know what he's trying to do. He's doing it all wrong. This isn't about the money. Y'all really don't understand what's going on here. Now listen to this. They're very adamantly putting that. Well, see, it's a legal power to control your image when you have publicity rights. See, the Tupac estate has warned Drake because they have publicity rights over Tupac, which means you can't just grab Tupac and use him how you want. See, the legal power of control, how your image and likeness and others use it, is a particular exception to the use of his voice and when you taking shots at Kendrick Lamar. This what really is what got them livid, is that Drake chose to use it in a diss track on Kendrick. See, this is what people just don't realize and what they understand and what they're doing. Drake, you just can't do what you want to do. You think you matter. In a lot of places, you don't. You matter to some of these yuppies. But when you talk about Tupac, you're talking about a legacy, sir. And it moves in different ways. They say it's unauthorized and equally dismay of the use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, who's a good friend to the estate, who has given nothing but respect to Tupac and his legacy, publicly and privately. This compounds the insult. So, not only did Tupac estate say, you are not authorized to use Tupac's image and likeness in his voice in any manner, we would never have approved it for a diss song on Kendrick Lamar for no amount of money. And plus, he's a friend of the estate. He's a friend of us. He respectfully came with us for anything with Tupac. So he's a friend of theirs. And you gonna sit there and use Tupac to try to diss him? He didn't have to come after them and say, hey, y'all sue them. Y'all sue Drake. Kendrick didn't do that. They did that. They saw that day. They got Tupac AI dissing Kendrick. The estate was like, what? We didn't authorize that. You wanted them to diss the #1 rapper on the West Coast? Tupac, who repped the West? And y'all thought that was gonna fly with the estate? Oh no, taking down the song is only one part of it. Oh no. No. You see, by using the technology, the voice cloning technology on AI, and yeah, we understood why he was doing it, was for a joke, online, but I could see it being on YouTube, right? And like other people are just listening to it on YouTube. You're profiting off of this. He put this on streaming. TaylorMade was on his platform. It was up there on streaming on Apple and Spotify. He was getting paid. So they had over 1 million streams when they were like, okay, we finna put in this takedown notice right now. Now, what's crazy is that Drake got mad at this Ghostwriter release track that's called Heart on My Sleeve, and it had fake verses with this Drake voice on there, and they voice cloned that on the internet, and Drake got mad and wanted to crack down and take it down. So Drake got mad and wanted them to take down a song that used AI of his voice, but he think he could use Tupac voice. Make that make sense. So Drake, you can use Tupac voice, but you want to go after somebody that used your voice. Make that make sense, Drake. Oh, it's crazy. You think you can take Pac's music and use Pac to not just take his music, but take his voice and try to alter it? You made Tupac sound weird. And that ain't him. It sounds like somebody trying to emulate Tupac who don't know anything about him. You went and bought Tupac ring. You know, you've been doing a lot of stuff to piss off the estate. And this was just the last straw. Oh no, this not only is this hitting him in the pockets, it's a federal copyright, and they're difficult to directly apply, but it's a federal copyright. You know, the publicity rights or what you have cited by the estate are a better fit when you have publicity rights, which they have. So that means that it protects your likeness itself, but they have historically been used to often sue advertisements or commercials or anything like that when they want to use like songs or things or voices from the artist. So they already have those publicity rights in place, and that protects here. You know, and some people call it the Elvis Act that cracked down on voice cloning and, you know, people publicity rights because Elvis has it. So Elvis has that. Michael Jackson had it. Tupac has it. You know, these are some of the largest artists in the world that passed away. They have those publicity rights in place. Now, Drake's use of Tupac voice and Tailor Made, you know, that was a substantial economically and reputational harm that they could say by false impression on the Tupac estate to promote or endorse lyrics to sound alike Pac, saying things that Pac would never say. And likely was some type of AI model that violated the estate's copyrights by, you know, training on existing recordings of Tupac's music and by using what they call inputs. It's a difficult legal issue, but it's currently being tested and closely watched by the lawsuits with the AI developers, and music producers and publishers around the globe are trying to figure out how they're gonna, you know, navigate this thing. But it's hard to believe, like he said, Tupac's record label intellectual property was not scraped to create the fake Tupac AI on record. That's what Howard King said. Like, y'all had to listen to Tupac's voice, record that through the AI to make the Tupac voice. So here's what the estate wants, y'all. Here's where it gets even worse. This is where the situation goes even to another plateau. Oh yeah, hit the like button, good people, because this here is crazy. This thing here is like they're dead serious. And they can say it's about Kendrick all they want. Kendrick told them to do it. Kendrick said that. Kendrick said this. Kendrick didn't have to tell them how to do nothing. Or I told them to attack you. That's a lie. That's just a lie Drake told in his raps. In the whole rap battle, Drake was just lying. The estate saw it like everybody in the world saw it. When Drake dropped the song with Tupac on the AI, it's everywhere on the internet. When Tailor Made came out, it was everywhere. Snoop was everywhere. Snoop and Tupac on a record together, like on an AI record with Drake. Do you think they needed Kendrick Lamar to tell them to sue Drake? They were pissed because they're friends with them, with Kendrick Lamar. That's like, and you gonna use an AI Tupac to try to diss him? You were the fool. They're not going to take it like that. They're going to take it very seriously. And how serious is it? This is what they want. They want a detailed explanation for how the sound alike was created. And all the persons or the company that created it, including all of the recordings, all of the datas, they want it scraped or used. They want to know all about the process of how you made Tailor Made with Tupac's voice. They want all that in there. And there's a reason for that. Because the fact is, they want everybody involved, the technology and everything, because they're going to sue their ass too. So not only are you supposed to take it down, they want all of that included. They're not playing around. I'm telling you, Tupac estate ain't playing around. This thing is serious. Drake stands to lose millions if he's not cooperating. He got Lucian Grange to try to do anything. Here you go. They won't get any of that info. You want to bet? You want to bet? Do you want to bet? Because Drake ran and took the song down within 24 hours. He ran and took that song down. Oh, that's why Lucian Grange is taking care of it right now. He's trying to mediate this thing with the Tupac estate. So it was quickly pulled down off the internet, just like Drake had Hard on My Sleeve pulled down off the internet that had his vocals on there. Now, he got mad enough to take Hard on My Sleeve down. They accused him of using his image and had some vocals in there sounding like Drake, and they took it down without his approval. They went ahead and tarnished the whole damn thing. When they complained and said they sent in the cease and desist, Tailor Made Freestyle had over 1 million streams at the point when it was widely being reported. So it's through website, publications, general, national press, everything. So without question, it's more seriously damaging than a picture of you and some low-level volume website posting out a song that supposedly got you on it. But you was very adamant about having them take that down. But you, being the biggest artist in the world, can sit there and flagrantly take Tupac and just do what you want to do with it. So Drake representatives came in and said, listen, we're taking every step expeditiously, taking all steps to necessarily have it removed. So they're saying if you comply, the estate will consider whether an informal negotiation to resolve the matter makes sense. If you do not comply, our client, the Tupac estate, has authorized our firm to pursue all legal remedies, including but not limited to an action for violation of the estate's copyright, publicity, and personal rights, and resulting damages, injunction relief, and punitive damages, and all attorney fees. Drake don't want that. Trust me, Drake don't want that smoke. Drake don't want that smoke. Leave Pac alone. They ain't playing. We know what he was trying to do. But you just can't grab Tupac's voice and use an AI machine and try to use, you just can't do that without authorization. You just can't do it, dog. Now this is gonna cost you. Man, it done got crazier out here. People are jealous of him because he gets the chicks. They in high school. What the hell you mean? He should shoot. They're in high school. You can't get them in high school, and you a celebrity. And now, you know, people don't realize this, but all the women are coming out now. They're all coming out. Oh, come on now. You know me better than that.
Between 2011 and 2015. Okay. In that time, and I went to a very rich white private high school. And during that time, I heard of girls or girl sisters going to Drake's house. We're in high school, okay? And maybe they weren't freshmen, but still, you're still 16 to maybe 18-year-olds, but you're 16, 17 years old going to this grown-ass man's house. If you look up his fucking birth year and look up those years, he was between 27 and 29. He was 29, 2015. So I know that there are a lot of people out there, maybe with some memories that it's hard to look back on and be like, holy fucking shit, I was a child. And there was a power dynamic. And this is me being taken advantage of. But you guys need to step up and fucking cancel Drake and like just end it. Just end his shit. I think rich women between like 28 and 33 right now living in LA who have had interactions with Drake can bring him down. They can.
See, now she went to school with these girls that went to Drake's house. Now it gets even crazier. It's crazier than that. There's more women coming forward. Oh, weird Dennis then got involved. I was just letting it build up. I said I ain't gonna really get involved until, you know, I'm gonna let it keep building up before I jump in and get involved. But this thing is getting more and more crazy. His daddy getting roped in it too. Ain't nobody safe from the smoke. I keep telling you, Drake getting it from every angle right now. It is coming like a snowball effect. Drake music was played in the club and they booed. The DJ had to change the record and play Not Like Us to get the crowd back. This ain't even LA. This ain't even LA, dog. They didn't want to hear Drake on another record. They had Drake and I believe Sexy Red or something playing. Everybody, soon as Drake's voice came on, they was boo, boo. The DJ spun it and had to mix it and put Not Like Us on. And he was like, man, I had to put Not Like Us on. He said, man, this is crazy. He's like, I played Not Like Us about 6 to 7 times. I don't think you have to say let's cancel Drake. He's canceled. Trust me. Right now, he's canceled. Why is Young Money so quiet? Because he ain't signed to Young Money. He ain't signed to Young Money. This ain't a Young Money problem no more. You know when to shut up. He was just on stage with Nicki Minaj, right? It was like, yeah, you know what it is. You know what y'all know what I got to do. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I got to do. And ever since then, Nicki Minaj got away from him. She was like, wow, let me get away. Nicki's like, I don't want none of that smoke. Shoot, they don't want nothing like that. DJ Activator gonna be around. For what? Yeah, your hero, every time he get next to a rapper, they either dead or falling off. 6ix9ine. That's my man, 6ix9ine. Extension. Yeah, X. That's my guy. Drake. Yeah, I'm with Drake now. Now Drake falling off. You get endorsed by him, it's the blow of death. Little Yachty, that's my man. Where Yachty? Yachty? Migos. Where the Migos at? Everybody he embraced, they fall off. You might as well get your ass away from him if you want to go anywhere. Like DJ Vlad gonna ask academics about Biggie. What do you think? Is Biggie bisexual? Like, what kind of interview do y'all conduct? Like, what kind of men are y'all? To sit there to make that a subject of conversation. Did you think Biggie was bisexual? This dude don't know nothing about no damn Biggie Smalls. This dude was like maybe 5. He probably was 5. Yeah, it's Drake news right now. I keep getting new Drake news every day. Every day is something new. Oh, Ak is too. We already know they both flock together. You know, when you got a girl come on the internet and put your private business out and say, you know, your private, you know, you pulling the spot, that kind of hurts your ego a little bit, you know. So you can see why he's always angry towards women. Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's the thing. Everyone wants to try to submerge the success and take away from the victory of Kendrick. So if Kendrick was doing something so bad, he wouldn't, not like us, wouldn't be breaking all the streaming records and going through the roof right now. You see, that's the part they don't want to tell you about. Now, when the Tupac estate, the guy said they ain't gonna get all that. Oh, really? when they demand and say if they want to go to court and you say you don't want to give up how the person's involved in making that song, the company that created that song, and all of the recordings and the data scrapped or used, you don't want to give them that, that is no deal. So taking the song down is just part of the deal. Now you have to go into negotiations. So that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to go into negotiations. So that guy who said he wanted to bet $1,000, you better have a hell of a super chat. Because if you think they're not going to tell the Tupac estate everything they need to know and do this thing by the letter, trust me, Lucian Grange is handling this negotiation for Drake with the Tupac estate. He's assisting. Marcus Jenkins, here's the thing. I already know I'm going to win. You know what I'm saying? You know how I already know I'm going to win? Because it's already been done. Save your money, man. It's already been done. Okay? So I'm going to save your money. Let me save you money, and so you won't lose your money and lose to somebody that already won. It's already been done, Marcus. They've already turned over everything. That's what I'm saying. Marcus, what is you talking about? I'm not as confident. Are you listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? They have already submitted these things to the Tupac estate. You're behind. They have this information. Yes, Drake label, his OVO imprint, had to submit how they made the record, all of this stuff, and it's confidential for the Tupac estate and anybody else to reveal how they made the songs, who produced, who did what and what. Now the people involved have to atone for the same things that you just saw. Everybody who was involved in making that song is all liable. So they're going to have to pay a fine that UMG is going to pay out a check for. But they want to know how the process went in collecting said data. If they didn't, they would go to court. Now, when they don't go to court over it, that lets you know they've already submitted information and they've went and surrendered into negotiation. This is going to cost Drake more money. So the tailor-made song is going to cost him more than he ever imagined that it was going to cost him. But this is what he gets because he went out there and thought it would be a great idea to go out and be like Tupac. He wanted to be Pac so bad. It's like, dude, you're not Pac. You're not him. Pac would have never sided with you. I'm not saying he never would have worked with you, but he never would have sided with you, dog. You're not him. You see what I'm saying? This is the kind of nonsense that people get mixed up around here. Yeah, he want to be Pac. He went and bought Tupac ring. He has these weirdo obsessions over things. And it just don't make sense to me. It's very unhealthy. Oh, absolutely. Oh, he's got to pay in the millions. for damages, everything. So that one song Taylor made has cost him so much money. And y'all forget, Drake has lost over $40 million gambling. He lost 30 million in one night. He lost another 20 another night, and he owes the Aria Hotel money. He has an account at the Aria that UMG has to basically, he's making payments on the Aria account. That's why he sold the houses in California. He sold the last one for 27 million to settle those accounts. That's what he said. You got a gambling problem, drinking problem. You got all these problems going on. And it's going to get even darker because he's going to bring his daddy in on it too. Drake only wants to highlight when he wins big. Like he'll be like, man, Drake won 17 million. He won 18 million on a spin. That's when it's time to go home. But he don't have that. He got a fixed stated number. I got to win 30 million before I get out of here. No, you end up getting out of there. And and that's when you lose. When you up. You got to cash out. You got to bounce. So he goes in here and starts gambling online. Yeah, it's major crisis time. And the old saying goes from billionaires, you don't do something stupid with your money till you do something right with your money. You do something right with your money first. Then you could do something stupid with your money. And gambling, when you this rich like this, is stupid. This is doing something stupid with your money. I don't gamble because I need to win. I gamble for recreation. I like to play in the game, the art of playing. So that's why I gamble. I don't gamble because, like, man, I need this money. Man, I need this. This gonna pay my note. No. If you do like that, then you gonna go. That's how you end up losing. As you can see, all my bills are paid. Paid. So I can, right, if I do lose, I can afford to lose that. And I'll be like, all right, I'm good. I ain't gotta I gotta go make that back. Or I'm gonna be short this week. I'll be like, I'm good. Right. You do it for recreation. But when it gets dangerous like this, when you're losing millions and millions of dollars and he just can't pick a winner to save his life. He's doing all kind of dumb stuff. And I'm like, what was the point of trying to dress up like Tupac? I didn't understand that. He went and got a bandana. He really was trying to be Pac. I don't understand it, to be honest. What is that about? Well, see, here's the problem. They are circling the wagons. The small hats are trying to get ahead of this thing and trying to use their control and change the image and damage control. You see that they done did in about 2-3 days? All this week, it's been the shooting. It's been someone trying to break in Drake's house. Then you got Drake put out the emotional video. He's depressed. I might die today. People gonna remember me. Now he's clamoring for sympathy. It's just one day, every day at a time. And now women, young girls are coming out. And now his daddy finna get in trouble. He finna bring daddy down with him. This thing is deep. Well, see, Drake, his gambling problems, he didn't drug everybody else into it with him. He went and grabbed Lil Baby, he grabbed Meek Mill and Mike Rubin and said, hey, let's get onto this gambling thing with State. This gambling out. This is great, man. I could play roulette. And State gives him money, but then you all the money they paid you, you use that to promote. They'll give Drake some money to play. Right. And they'll say, well, you could play with this money. It's not real money. You know, you can go ahead and do that. Then Drake could take his own money and start gambling because he wants to win real money. Imagine if they give you fake money and you start winning with the house money, but you can't take it with you. That's to get the people interested and signed up. The people who watching, like, man, look at Drake winning. I got to get on there. So they front you some money to play with, win or lose. So you're winning all this money and you're like, man, I'm winning. Then you want to play with your own money and you're losing. So when Drake won like 20, 30 something million, that was them letting him win the money he couldn't take home. That's what they were selling. Man, Jay Prince is on an island. He just went live yesterday. He ain't worried about this stuff. He out there getting his peace and serenity on. That's what you do. I'm just keeping the people informed. Now, that girl who went to the same high school as them, that's crazy. Now, how many times did I think it was about 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation here. And then our conversation we had, you know what happened? We all sat here and I told y'all what was going on in those rooms with these content creators. And on the Patreon, I told y'all the names of the people who was in those rooms. But I told y'all what happened at these content creator meetings. And I told you how that process works. From New York to Los Angeles to Arizona. Who remember me saying that? Well, Mac McMillan, guess what? They have a new movie coming out in the movie theater that's based exactly on what I just said. I saw it and I almost fainted. I guess they showed an ad or something. 3-Finger Drake. It's Channing Tatum, I believe, is the star of this movie. And they pick up a black girl and her friend who's like mixed or Latino. And they get them on this island. He's the superstar. And he's hanging out with them. And they got them on this island, on his resort. And it's all fun and games. Oh, it's called Blink Twice. Selma Hayek, I believe, is in this movie. Or she might not be. I don't know. But it's called Blink Twice. So on Blink Twice, that's exactly the story. I'm sitting there talking. I'm watching the trailer like, I just said this the other day. This is playing out exactly word for word what I said. If you see the trailer now, you will blow your mind if you remember what I said. What happened to these people when they go out on these, they take them to this resort, they get to have the time of their life with all these people, and you start seeing the weirdness start happening, then you don't know what's going on. It's called Blink Twice. I just talked about that 2 weeks ago. Well, here's the thing. He was visited. And when he got the visit, Dave Chappelle was so shook, he went out of the country. You could call it the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it. I call it Drake's house. Well, see, there's a lot of this stuff that's going to keep popping up with Drake because, in all actuality, in all seriousness, this has gone through a level that people just cannot believe or fathom. They just can't believe it. It's almost like they don't want to accept it.
28 and 33 right now, living in LA, who have had interactions with Drake can bring him down. They can be the nail in the coffin. So listen, I went to high school between 2011 and 2015. Okay. In that time, and I went to a very rich white private high school. And during that time, I heard of girls or girl sisters going to Drake's house. We're in high school, okay? And maybe they weren't freshmen, but still, you're still 16 to maybe 18-year-olds, but you're 16, 17 years old going to this grown-ass man's house. If you look up his fucking birth year and look up those years, he was between 27 and 29. He was 29, 2015. So I know that there are a lot of people out there, maybe with some memories, and it's hard to look back on and be like, holy fucking shit, I was a child. And there was a power dynamic, and this is me being taken advantage of. But you guys need to step up and fucking cancel Drake and like just end it. Just end his shit. I think rich women between like 28 and 33 right now living in LA.
I bet y'all think that's it. Y'all really waiting on the shoe to drop. Now, I could really drop the shoe on him, if I wanted to. But I guess I could show y'all what's coming up, right? Let me see. Because this goes bigger than Drake. This trickles down to his dad. his dad has actually been in on this stuff too. Yeah, old Dennis. Yeah, now Dennis said he used to be a pimp. Now, let's take a look. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. They didn't always used to be grown. So we got to take this at full length of what the situation is.
Team, you think you're going to Drake's party.
Look, here it is. Drake dad is being creepy with this young woman in 2019. She thought she was going to Drake's party, but she gets Dennis instead. They was like, yeah, Drake don't be there and all that. And then it's Drake's dad and his old buddies.
But get Dennis instead.
4 years is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. I'm blaming you for hardest gambling addiction.
Like, oh
Get ready
my
with
God.
me while Roy. Get ready with me while Roy tell the story at the time that I thought I was going to an after party at Drake's, and it ended up being a party at his dad's house. So this was back in 2019. I would like to preface that I was an adult. I was 22 years old. My friends and I are not from LA. We went down and we were able to get like a table at one of like a larger club down in LA. Had fun. And then one of my friends ended up meeting some guy who was like, hey, we like your vibes. Again, we're like not from LA, so this is not like a normal situation from us. And we're like, oh my gosh, how cool. He's like, so there's an after party happening at Drake's house. Like, do you and your friends want to go? And we're like, obviously, like that, yeah. Again, this is like not our normal scenes. We're like, for sure. One thing to note was that it was literally being televised that he was at some like basketball game in Canada, but we were like, he has a private plane. He can fly here quickly. Like, that's what's happening. So while we were in line, there was some like random like crazy man that was trying to like talk to us and was being real weird. And there was this private security guard who is helping like some celebrity who was there. And his name was Big Money. And Big Money, I know you follow me still. I love you so much. And he was like, hey, back up. And like was so sweet to us and was like very kind and protecting. But then was like, hey, let me get your number and like text me wherever you're going so I know that you're like getting there safe. Because we were clearly like not a part of the scene. Like this was like not our normal scenario that we're in. So our Uber pulls up and we pretty immediately are like, oh, Drake is not going to be at this party. There were like 15 people there. It was not super busy at all. And we're greeted by, it felt like out of a movie. It was this weird, creepy ass butler who was like probably even older than Dennis. Weird vibes. And they just kept like randomly like stopping and then like dancing and then continuing on with conversation. So just Dennis was there, which again, still not from this like area. I'm like, still pretty cool. Like, all right, like for the plot, let's see where this goes. Also, I'd like to preface that like, I'm not a victim. I just thought it was a crazy story. It was a very weird and like uncomfortable situation, but like once it got to the point where I was like, this is too much, me and my friends left. So we were really only there for like maybe 20 minutes. While we're there, he's just being super like handsy and weird. He said some like really strange comments, which that's kind of what started leading us to be like, okay, this guy's odd. And like clearly Drake's not coming. So like we feel like we saw what we needed to see and we're ready to go. One weird thing is there were photos of Drake everywhere. Like his entire wall is just like memorabilia of Drake. which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, basically just like a weird, creepy old dude with his weird, creepy old butler. So we, after 20 minutes, are like, let's go. This is weird. There's like also not enough of us here for us to feel like super comfy. So we tried to call an Uber, but he lives like way up in the Hollywood Hills, and there was like a security guard at the beginning of the neighborhood, and they're like, oh, the security guard won't let us in. He's like, no joke, like a mile and a half up this road. And we're like, what the fuck? So we literally had to walk in the pitch black to get to our Uber because the security guard wouldn't be like letting our Uber in. No street lights at all. So we're walking, a group of, I think it was like 5 of us girls. And then all of a sudden we're walking and we see a car coming up from behind us, and it slows down, and it's the fucking butler. I don't know if I can cuss on here. And he's like, hey girls, you want to get in the car? Like, let me give you a ride. We're like, no, thank you. And we like start running. This happens like 2 more times. He keeps like making his laps, and like, we're the only ones walking on the street, pitch black, so scary. Then all of a sudden we see a figure walking behind us, and we're like, what? Like, what is that? So we start speeding up because we're like, that's so scary. Then the figure starts speeding up. We start running. The figure behind us starts running. So finally, one of my friends just stops and yells like, what's your problem? And we just hear this like sweet girl's voice, and she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was there and I was like getting kind of scared and freaked out. My friends didn't want to leave, so like I left. So it was just this girl walking down the street by herself, and she was trying to like keep up with another group of girls to like feel safe. And then we were like running away from her. So obviously she joined our group, and we made sure that she got home safe. But yeah, that's really it. He was an odd dude and was saying weird things. I'm not going to get into it just because I'm like, oh no, what? I don't know. I'm like a little scared. But like nothing bad happened. I'm not a victim. It was just a crazy story. And it's like one of my favorite fun facts to be like, I peed in Dennis Graham's toilet. So yeah, and then next time we went to LA, which was like only the second time we were out, saw Dennis again. So I think this is just kind of like his thing. And we were talking to someone about it, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you never go to a party at Dennis's house. So I think it's just kind of like an LA thing that we were just not aware of. But yeah.
Don't go to Dennis Graham's house. Don't go to Dennis Graham's house in LA. That's a death trap. Meet the Grahams. It runs in the family. This weirdo behavior runs in the family. The apple don't fall far from the tree. See, I wasn't supposed to talk about all this right now. This was later. We were going to tackle this later.
From the rest of these lyrics,
We was just going to talk about the Tupac situation. This was coming later. But I said, you know what? Since we're here and we've arrived at this point of the game, it's time to just go all the way. Well, when you reach a certain level where you just don't know,
What do y'all think?
Well, there's a lot of people who oh yeah, well, when you got a lot of people who are coming up with these notions, you know, this is what a lot of people be leaning towards when they start seeing the influx of information coming more than, you know, once and, you know, just rapid in succession.
Broke me down. She looked me in my eyes.
I didn't want to make it that kind of, you know, situation. I just wanted to keep it really about the Tupac estate in the business. But now all of this is opening up because all these women are starting to come forward, leaking. Most of them can't. They've been trying to lock down a lot of these chicks to get them to stay quiet. So this is going to cost Drake a huge bag. Nobody really cares. You see, that's the that's the problem that most people just are not getting. Like, guys don't really get that. Nobody really cares. So the agenda that he had in place, nobody was really after Drake.
Unsigned artists, man. Shout out to them.
Nobody was like, we're out to get Drake and all this. Now everybody's piling on because all of this stuff was done behind the scenes, and you know, everybody wants to be a victim now. So now everybody's coming out and they got something to say. Well, most people don't get the attention they deserve because of the situations they put themselves in. Yeah, well, he bit off more than he could chew. The battle's been over. Maul is just sounding more and more like an idiot every day. You know, when I hear Maul, I just hear a fool.
That's exactly what he did on the Hard Part 6. He rapped about this nigga is taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl, all in the fucking video plastered on the wall. I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga, and he's going for it. I'm the most lit nigga in the game. Y'all mad, and there's no skeletons in my closet. I'm not no fucking pedophile. Stop it. That's the only thing y'all niggas know that could fucking end my run is me being, and it doesn't exist. Stop the bullshit. But
this dude is so compromised, he don't even realize it. Maul is he about to have a heart attack. I mean, dog, why are you out here panicking? He had a very bad weekend.
Here's a
yeah. He know that paycheck about to stop.
So should people be aware?
That paycheck about to come to an end. Drake be like, what am I paying y'all for? Y'all ain't doing y'all job. Y'all supposed to be bending and changing this narrative. Well, sometimes you got to make a decision and get busy.
Started swirling that he and
Drake's life is not gonna change because this beef just put him in a spot now. I mean, well, it is gonna change because now he can't move the way he want to move no more. Drake is in a whole different perspective. Yeah, they hired Drake when and look at that. She had turned 16 and he kissing a 16-year-old girl like that and was messing around with that girl. Yeah, and now situations are changing. The whole scope of it is changing. And you seen Drake with this 18-year-old girl who he was dating and been knowing her since she was 16. She's Jimmy Jam's daughter. That's the daughter of Jimmy Jam. That picture is when she's 16 years old. Hit the like button, y'all. I know y'all just got here. Man, I didn't even notice y'all in the likes. Yeah, let's get those likes up. Yeah, Billy English. Same thing. Drake has put out a lot of creepiness in his posts that give off real, creep vibes. So it's so much of this material out here that, it leaves all this stuff. Yeah. Who the hell is Metro Boomin? Well, Metro Boomin like him too. Well, you ain't know Metro Boomin. I don't know nothing about Metro Boomin. All I know is Drake got all this stuff out here, and that's where the attention is. You got me getting carried away. How old are you? 17. Oh man, 17. I didn't know if I should feel this guilty, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel on my chest. I'm like, she's 17, dog. She's 17. What are you doing? Oh, I know they do. Twizzo, I do. When I heard you ain't gonna tootsie slide your ass out of this, and he put that in the rhyme, I said, "Oh, they watching, they watching." Yeah, then what about this little one? Right? The one that's friends with Ice Spice. The one where he said that his daddy followed. Yeah, and then that girl's twerking in the video. And then we all saw what happened, right?
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
Would you let
That's
Drake, would you let Drake like you?
That'll be something I can't confess. I mean, not confess, something I can't talk about because that'll be in the court.
The court. Drake.
What?
You're a victim?
No. Of course not.
Wait, so what you said about why you said it'll be in the court?
Because that'll be something.
Oh, you can't speak about it right now?
That I can't speak about. Yeah.
Yep, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is why at the clubs, they were booing every time Drake's song came on. Like, I didn't even go that hard on the dude. They coming. Why wouldn't they come though? Now y'all ready for the ultimate? Are y'all ready for it? Are y'all ready for it? I was waiting on this for a while. I wasn't gonna do anything, but I think y'all ready for it.
To the stream where it's fucking we
y'all
ball.
ready?
Cheers to each
Here
and
we
every
go.
one of you.
Get ready.
Aren't that anything? They're not that intriguing.
You're not that anything?
Huh?
You're not that anything or that intriguing?
No, I'm an anomaly.
Did you have trouble saying that word?
I don't know why I did.
Try it again.
I'm an anomaly.
Good job.
I didn't want to overpronounce it.
Why
like
is
that
he
either.
in the bed with this young girl?
I'm an anomaly.
Much man in the cut, baby. Bro, do not be doing that shit on my head. Why do you? What you do that for? With that man. All right, I did no.
No.
Because
Why do you like fruity drinks?
they're refreshing. Try it.
What side did you drink out of?
I haven't tasted. Oh, that was a lie. I had to take a sip.
Yeah, what side?
I don't know. Just look for my like lip mark or something. Probably this side, right? You should go same side so we can bond.
No.
You went same side anyway. I tricked you.
No, you didn't. I saw it.
No.
And I was watching you.
I'll go same side as you right now.
Okay. I have COVID.
Nothing you can do about it.
I have COVID.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Roach brought me the hat that I need for the stream right here. This is my alter ego. Anita McSween. Anita McSween. I'm in that bag. I will be getting drunk. Mills. Shout out to Mills.
Always the massaging guy. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we're here.
Oh, Carlos declined.
Embarrassing.
Carlos declined.
By the way, she's like getting a full foot massage, and we're just.
I know. I just felt like.
You do it. I asked, am I your type? And you said I do it. It's not funny. What's your type? Describe it. Imagine me trying to front on this free app. Fuck, I look like.
I'm
Finish it.
posted up feeling like in real life. I remember that one.
What do you mean breathe? Don't tell me to breathe. I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot. Bring me a shot. And to the rest of you.
Hit him like breathe, dog.
To the rest of you. The non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters. You guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
1, 2, 3, go.
You got it?
Yeah, go.
Right.
Now you Mac
What's
Drake.
up, man? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy, Drizzy Drake, coming to you, man. Whenever y'all in LA, man, tapping with my nigga, man, Don Pax, man. He got all that shit, man. Y'all be putting in your arm. He got that, man. Y'all be off that fence. It's whatever you want to do. Y'all niggas still on them 30s. You got to fuck with Don Pax, nigga. Perk 80s, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be fucking with them blue, man. Get on them reds, nigga, for real, man. Y'all know what it is, though, man. Tapping with my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap into you, tap out. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah.
All right, good.
Man's never been in marquee with a shutdown, eh? Trust me, daddy.
But honestly, though, forget about me. Thank you for the 20-cent tip, Fardeeds.
Yeah,
Appreciate
he's
that. That'll
promoting drugs.
go to a good
everything.
cause. But yeah, we're giving away an M tonight. I want you guys to get rich. I want you to feel rich. I hope you guys get blessed tonight. We got people calling in on FaceTime, all that good shit. This is really about blessing the people for the holidays. Happy holidays to you all, whatever you celebrate. Going into the new year, I hope I could put some money in a pocket.
This man doing it to himself.
All right, we'll get back to it now. Thank you.
Does your shirt say African Canadian?
What do you mean?
African Canadian what? Heritage Association.
It was a gift.
From who?
My friend.
What's their name?
Ashley. What's wrong with that? She just told me to put it on.
Miles, you asked me why didn't I go to the game. I'm not allowed to go to the games when they're out of town because they asked me kindly not to attend for safety reasons, and I obliged because I have respect for the league. So but I'm here. I'm in the city, and that's what matters. We won. That's the bad news. Good news is I had 16 off the bench. We caught the dub. W's in the shot. W's in the shot. Oh, sure.
Probably.
No, you're hot. Like I'm not like I just mean like this is like a confidence booster. Like you're attractive. So it's obviously not like you don't have to play shy like ew, Bobby. Like I just mean like what do you think?
You might dance, nice shots in my pants. Orland, that's a label. You want you no cable. Yeah. I try to sign no label. Yeah. Niggas think that's funny. Last week I was bummy. Last week I had nothing. Stressing, BM, texting. Since she tired of my bullshit. Niggas still on that whole shit. Right. I cut all of my bitches off. Now I'm popping and annoying. Wow. I don't join in. Right.
This is about you more than it is about me. Fuck Drake for the night. That's what she said. Get me on the camera.
Okay, explain this weekend drink you be drinking all the time.
They want to know what it is.
Okay.
It's the Honda. It's the Ondalini. We call it the Honda Civic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All you do, bust a can of that orange. The can is orange. That's why I say that. Bust a can of that Honda. Lots of ice. Pour it over the ice. Fresh passion fruit in there. Stir it up. You know what I'm saying? Like Bob Marley would say. Stir it up.
Okay. And what's the name of it?
Huh?
What's the name of it?
I said it already, bitch.
All right.
Okay, look. This right here. This little driveway area right here. It's the first place that I ever heard the Weeknd's music right here. Shout out to Oliver, of course, my brother. Oliver played me the Weeknd right here. This is my old building in Toronto. We were parked out here. It was raining right here, and that same guy is selling out the Skydome tomorrow, not the Rogers Center.
Now we got more we're gonna put on the Patreon. So we'll just leave that there. Okay. Now that was stuff y'all was gonna see later. Now we gonna get into a whole new thing. And talk about that, but that's what I was trying to tell y'all before. Absolutely. Oh, Drake getting exposed all on TikTok.
What do y'all think?
Everything.
Bruh, you know the crazy part about Drake saying you rapping like you trying to get the slaves freed? That he proved Kendrick right the whole fucking time. This whole battle, Kendrick has been giving Drake surgical assassinations of his character. The main one being that culturally he is not black. He merely is an actor in our culture. And then Drake gonna get on this record and sound like a fucking frat boy? Black Messiah, but you knifing up a mixed queen? Nigga, you're mixed! Then he acting like reverse racism is real, talking about unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. Drake. Oh my God. This is exactly what Kendrick has been saying from the jump, bro. You don't get this shit, bro. No black man will get on a record and say some dumb ass shit like this. Bro really has a white man's understanding of racism. Now I know why he texted his mom that Rick Ross was being racist to him. He thinks Kendrick is being racist. Really, he's just saying that you move to this culture as a white man because you're not even invested in black culture as a whole. You don't speak on no real shit. You don't do no real shit for the community. All that shit went over Drake's head because he can only meet Kendrick at the level of his own understanding of race. I don't think Drake can ever come back from this, for me personally. What do y'all think? Who winning?
Who winning? How about this? Take a look at this young lady. This is how I feel every single time I even think about this mess about who's winning.
Nigga, bomb. Let me see you push your teeth. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. What is it, the braids? I think niggas like him should die. We don't want to hear you say A minor. O-V-ho.
Tell me that wasn't you. O-V-ho. Okay, fine. Let's get back. Because this girl actually, she gets into a dissertation. Check this out.
What happens when you lack it? Am I about to DEI a rap beef? Yes, keep up. Let's talk about it. If you were surprised Drake is being called out as a culture vulture, you haven't been really paying attention to what's been happening within Black culture over the past few years. Black people have become very aware and very vocal and verbal about gatekeeping the culture and revoking these invites to the cookout that were being given away for free. Not only being given away for free, but being given to people who were mimicking aspects of Black culture, being able to do Black dances, being able to rap, these silly, she gets an invite to the cookout. Here's where Drake comes into play. Yes, he is a biracial man with a Black American father. However, Drake is not of Black American culture. Drake has no cultural literacy or understanding of Black culture or respect for Black history, Black culture, specifically the Black American experience, which is why he was able to get on a track and use slavery, American slavery, as a bar. Drake hasn't changed. I imagine Drake is sitting somewhere very surprised he's on the receiving end of this backlash because Drake hasn't changed. What's changed is the appreciation of Black culture. And when I say appreciation of Black culture is actually not a correct term. What has changed is the understanding, the appreciation of Black culture that we are seeing within society over the past few years. We are now more connected than ever. We are able to connect with one another on social media. And not only are we able to connect with one another, we see the ways in which our culture is being appropriated, and not only the ways in which Black culture is being appropriated, but people are profiting off of it in a way Black Americans are not able to. This is in front of our face every single day we get on this app, and Black people are pissed about it. Rap music is a creation. It was birthed from Black American culture, Black American struggle, the Black American experience. When you have somebody like Drake, who is not only not of that culture, but has no respect for or appreciation of that culture, and is the top grossing male rapper in the culture, or in the genre rather, that's going to piss a lot of people off. On top of it pissing a lot of people off, Drake never came into rap music paying homage or giving respect to the rappers who came before him. Drake doesn't have an appreciation of Black culture outside of the ways he can use it to cosplay a rapper and the ways he can use it to enrich and benefit himself. That's where his issue lies, because there's a difference between appreciation and appropriation. We've been seeing the same type of appropriation from Drake since he got into the game, but there is an increased appreciation for Black culture and an increased desire to protect it and respect it. And that's where Drake is getting messed up, because he is not respectful of Black culture at all. Drake doesn't care about Black people. Not only is he not respectful of Black culture, he does not seek to educate himself. And there is no literacy there. There is no competency there. There is no understanding there. And there is no desire for any of that to happen on Drake's behalf. What we're seeing right now with Drake and Kendrick Lamar is a perfect example of cultural competency and what happens when you lack.
And that's exactly what Kendrick exposed. But you know what? Let's get in on this dissertation.
I don't think y'all realize how much Not Like Us drove home Kendrick's point. Kendrick Lamar has pretty much been calling out Drake and others who benefit and cosplay from Black culture, but specifically speaking, African American culture. Okay, that is a very, very crucial part of this entire thing. And up until Not Like Us, they were pretty much going tit for tat. Okay, you throw a friendly jab, I'm gonna throw a friendly jab right back. You talk about my crew, I'm gonna talk about your crew. Oh, now you want to talk about families? Okay, bet. Oh, so I got an illegitimate 11-year-old child. Well, your son not yours. Yeah, your child not yours at all. Oh, I like to touch on little kids. Okay, bet. You be beating your wife. Yeah, you be beating your wife. And don't misconstrue tit for tat, theme for theme, for bar, because I feel like Kendrick is a clear winner in all of this, but I digress. They were pretty much keeping up with each other as far as like the theme of song that they were making, until we got to Not Like Us. Once we got to Not Like Us, Kendrick drove his point home by literally going home. That man made a West Coast banger. Like, look at this right here. Look at this right here. And I'm not saying others aren't going up to that song, because I feel like the entire world is. I'm on the north side of Atlanta. That's my anthem right now. What are we talking about? Stay with me, about to bring it all full circle.
It's everybody.
They were going theme for theme until Kendrick took it to his culture. And Drake couldn't do that. And this is no shade to Toronto, Canada. I'm not saying y'all don't have a culture. But what I am saying is one of the biggest rappers in the world, globally, is a Canadian man. And gun to head, outside of Canada, we don't know what a Canadian Toronto rapper sounds like.
I can tell you what a Canadian Toronto rapper cosplaying as a Houston rapper sounds like, cosplaying as an Atlanta rapper sounds like, hell, pretending like he's from Memphis. I can tell you what that sounds like. But as far as what the Toronto sounds like, the rest of the world, we can't tell y'all that. That's crazy. And what I love most about Not Like Us is when Kendrick took his point home, when he took it back to his culture, the West Coast, he told Drake, and don't you dare step foot in Atlanta when you respond to me for this. Because no matter how much you love to pretend, you're not from there.
Exactly. But you know what? I found this young lady, she's Canadian, and she gives us an inside glimpse into why Drake is so disconnected from the culture. And now she says a lot of Black Canadians in the comment box for Drake's weirdo.
I don't particularly have an opinion. I'm from Canada. I was born and raised in Montreal. My parents are Congolese.
Oh.
And the one thing I wanted to address or to talk about is the Canadian Blackness identity. That's a bit.
Montreal, and let me explain this for people that don't know. Montreal is way different than Toronto. Toronto is like the hood. Montreal is like France. You'll be lucky if you find anybody that speaks English in Montreal. Okay? Vancouver is worse. That's why they had to get the Vancouver Grizzlies. They had to get the Grizzlies out of Vancouver. They didn't know what the hell they was thinking about. Nobody understands a word of what they're saying in Vancouver. Oh, you won't understand. There's beautiful women in Montreal. I've seen some Montreal women, and I don't understand a word they're saying. Here you go, starting already. The Pacers are trash, Cito. He just came in with a whole different energy. The Pacers is trash, Cito. I'm watching this game. Indiana is so pathetic. Oh man, trust me, it's good. It's only a 2-point game, man. You good. Just relax. It's just almost halftime. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if I do the live stream on the game, I'll be here 16 hours straight. Do you know how long that live stream? We had like an 8-hour live stream last time. I don't even know how everybody was still up. That's like half a day. It's like half a day on a live stream. At least 8 hours. That's a quarter of it. Shoot. I'm like, damn, y'all still going? That live stream went off for like 7 hours. I went to the strip club, came back, took a shower. Man, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, it was crazy. But I digress. Y'all done took me off my mode of this. Let me listen to what she said.
Like, I can get a bit weird being raised and born in Canada. If I'm talking about my own experience, I can say that my Black identity is something that came much later. Like, I didn't have the concept of a lot of the civil rights movement, the this and the that, and like the understanding of the ecosystem, because unless you're surroundings, your friends, your family are actively teaching you about Black history. And by Black, I mean like the wide, like Black history, not just like I'm from Congo, I knew the Congolese history, but from a Blackness racism perspective, Canada does not do a good job at all from an education system, and I'll talk about Montreal in the French system, at exposing us to that reality. The first time I heard about the civil rights movement, I was all the way in college. I was 17 years old, and people were talking about a lot of things that just did not exist in our ecosystem. It was just not part of the culture. There's a lot of like different things that get talked a lot about, like language, French, English, being born in Montreal. But this whole like concept of race and what it actually means, and the history, like Black History Month being celebrated, and like even like the transatlantic slavery, like the whole concept, like it didn't actually hit until I was much older. And that's just because Canada does a really good job at erasing and presenting history as they wish. And there's not a lot of like, in Montreal, that is, back 20 plus years ago, good concept of like Blackness in history. So I relate to Drake, like honestly, like when it comes to like this whole like just understanding hip hop and relating to it, and just understanding what does it actually mean to be Black in this side of the world. We face racism before we understand the concept. And then comes all, the layers of like colorism, tokenism, and all these other ism that for me got exposed a lot later. Like, I guess what I'm trying to explain is that what you like, as much as I feel roasted when y'all are roasting Drake for not having, for tokenizing, for being a culture vulture, I feel as a Canadian Black immigrant or whatever, I feel like you're like personally attacking me. And like, I know I'm not alone here.
And stay in Montreal, babe. Now, they got Drake out here homeless, digging in trash cans in the mall. Trying to find a drink. Like, what is going on here, man? He can't get nothing else more to drink. Damn. Man, I'm telling you, they on this dude head. No, I just need Indiana to win, and I get $5,000. So they better not blow this. Man, every time they get ready to pull away, they do something stupid, and here come the damn Knicks. That's aggravating. Well, y'all better go away. All right, thanks, Jose, Outlaw, Detroit T. We might go live later after this game. I got to switch to my Pacers hat. Get my Pacers hat on. Yeah, get that Pacers luck going on. Got my 5 bands on the line. Woo! Get that Pacers luck going on, baby. No, you see that? Yeah. Yeah. Here we come. Come. Wait till the second half. Y'all finna get blown out. Get an OB Toppin jersey. Did G Phil hit me up? I don't know if he hit me up on Twitter, Facebook. See, that's what happened when you got all these damn outlets. He said, microphone check coming to the theaters. He said, to correct a lot of hip hop is Jamaican culture. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I'm finna get up out of here. Don't forget to check out on the Patreon. Boom, baby. Let's go, Indiana. Y'all finna get out of here. Y'all might as well. Oh, God damn. Y'all might as well get ready. Y'all better get ready.